Who is this actually good for, who should skip it, and is it worth the price for normal everyday buyers? If you're on the fence about a laser projector that promises a cinema experience in a living room, you probably have a lot of questions about setup, lighting, and how much you'll actually use it day to day. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. I spent the last few weeks living with the Hisense 120L5F setup in a typical suburban home. The first thing that hit me was how different an ultra-short-throw (UST) projector feels compared to the portable, tabletop models most people see at tech stores. Instead of a long-range throw distance, this unit sits just inches from the wall and fills a 120-inch ALR screen that comes as part of the package. In practice, that means you can mount it on a console table or a low TV stand without needing a ceiling mount or a dedicated projector room. For families that already have a media console, that's a genuine convenience. You don't have to carve out a whole wall or drill holes. The image quality is where the marketing really leans heavy, and it does deliver a solid experience for a living room environment. The 4K laser source combined with 2700 ANSI lumens means the picture stays bright enough even when you have a few lamps on. In a dimly lit bedroom, the blacks are deep, the colors pop, and HDR10 content looks like it belongs on a big screen. The ALR screen does a lot of the heavy lifting by rejecting ambient light, so you don't have to darken the entire house to enjoy a movie night. That said, the projector is not a replacement for a dedicated home theater screen in a completely dark room. If you're a purist who wants the absolute deepest blacks, a traditional rear projection setup with a higher contrast ratio would still have the edge. One of the biggest practical strengths is the built-in Android TV platform. It turns the projector into a on-stop entertainment hub. You can stream Netflix, Disney+, or YouTube straight from the device without needing an extra streaming stick. The remote includes voice control for both Alexa and Google Assistant, so you can ask the projector to turn the picture on, adjust volume, or look up a recipe while you're cooking and the movie is still playing in the background. For households that already use voice assistants, that integration feels natural rather than tacked on. Audio is another area where the Hisense tries to cover all bases. The built-in speakers are marketed as cinematic sound, and while they won't replace a full surround sound system, they are noticeably better than the tinny little tweeters you get on most portable projectors. In a small living room, the speakers fill the space with clear dialogue and enough bass to feel immersive during action scenes. If you're an avid gamer or a home theater enthusiast who already owns a soundbar or a receiver, you'll likely connect your external audio gear via the HDMI ARC or the optical port. Both are present and work without any extra adapters. Speaking of ports, the projector is generous with connections: 2 HDMI inputs, a USB-C port that can double as a power source for a laptop, a USB-A for media playback, Ethernet for a wired network, and the aforementioned audio options. In real life, that translates to a straightforward plug-and-play experience. I was able to hook up a PS5, a Roku stick, and a Bluetooth speaker all at once, and switching between sources was just a click on the remote or a voice command. The only quirk I noticed is that the HDMI ports are placed on the back panel, so you need a short cable run if the projector sits directly against a wall. That's a minor inconvenience compared to the overall ease of use. Now, who should really consider buying this? First, anyone who wants a big screen experience but can't or doesn't want to dedicate a whole room to a projector. If you have a modest budget for a home theater upgrade, the all-in-one nature of the Hisense Picture, Smart TV OS, voice assistants, and decent sound gives you a lot of value in a single box. It's also a strong candidate for casual gamers who want a larger field of view without buying a massive TV, and for families that enjoy movie nights but can't afford to darken the house every weekend. The built-in Android TV means you won't have to juggle multiple devices, which is a real time saver. On the flip side, skip it if you're looking for a truly high-end cinematic setup with true black levels, a dedicated surround sound system, and the ability to project massive images onto a wall that's 12 feet away. The laser projector's 2700 lumens, while impressive for a UST, still struggles in very bright rooms with lots of windows open. If your primary viewing space is a sun-filled kitchen or a family room with ceiling lights on all day, you'll find the picture dimmer than you hoped. Also, if you already own a smart TV that handles all your streaming needs and you're just after a larger picture for occasional sports, you might